Hey, Axis and Allies players, the good captain here. Okay, so this is a letter from my opponent. I pulled this off of the .org website where we're playing this game, and this is a bit annoying, but it's alright. Um, Long story short, he wants to make an adjustment to his to his defense of Tuscany after the fact. Uh, and it's this here. He says he made a mistake. And, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Already, at least once in this game, there was an error he made, a pretty significant error that he made around Moscow. So there's sort of a, as we would say in the army, a pattern of misconduct. But anyway, that's too harsh. Mistake, all right? He made a mistake, he says, and we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He says that he meant to, this is a bit odd, he had 5 transports off Smyrna, and he meant to load 6 infantry into 3 of them and drop them off into Tuscany, thereby bringing American infantries from 7 to 13. What he did do is move all 5 to C zone 16, right? It's a little odd, but all the moves are pretty odd to me. So, okay, fine. I said fine. So we're going to make that edit for him. I'm going to pull 3 transports out of this C zone, add them into this C zone. And pull 6 infantry out of Smyrna and add them into Tuscany. Now you might be wondering, am I re-rolling? Of course not. That's a bit too much. Maybe I should. I don't know. But I checked it. Anyway, here's what I'll say. I checked the tub swing, and it of course, adding 6 pieces means I'm going to lose 3 more infantry. So it lowers it by 9 IPCs from 30 to 20, basically. So it's still a positive tub swing, and I really didn't examine the implications beyond just checking the tub swing, the total unit value losses for both sides, and it's still at least 6 and probably 7 pieces in my favor. So I'm going to do it anyway. What I would have rather done, I guess, is done the full off screen. I would just do the full analysis, and I like to check and see what each move looks like, and what kind of position would I gain? What influences would this have on my enemy, and blah blah blah. But in the interest of time, I'm going to move forward. So we're going to ignore the. We already know the hits. He gave me his kill count. He wants me to kill all the French units and assign the rest to the Italian infantry, so we will oblige. So again, we're just going to ignore. Whoops, I almost screwed this up. Basically refired the turn to get him his to add in his 6 infantry. So we're going to ignore this. It's oh, did it come out right? The same number. That is awesome. All right, so he wants to wipe out the French and then assign the rest to Italian infantry, Now, before I roll back, I think I want to get an idea of what losses we can expect. He has 100% 3 defenders, so 47, 57, 58, 59, 62, 63, 64. So he has 68, so that's 34. We expect to take 34 hits. Ugh, and he scored +4, so we beat the crap out of each other. That is pretty insane. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I think it's been done. The damage is done. Whoops. So I'm putting my 2 infantry back into Albania. And we'll now go ahead and do Germany's turn. Okay, I'm going to take a little pause, and for you it will be instantaneous, but I just got to get reacquainted with what we're doing here. Okay, we're back. Yeah, it's pretty obvious what needs to be done. But by the way, anyone who is curious, the Italians shot +4 in that battle, and the Austro-Hungarians shot +2 1/3. So, you know, if it had been a little more extreme, like if the Austro-Hungarians had shot minus something, the +4 would have looked worse, and vice versa, right? So, whatever. Okay, the Germans. Well, we skip the Russians, and we go straight to the Germans. The Russians still have a couple of boats, but we have a gentleman's agreement. If he wants to move those boats, he absolutely can edit. So we're going to purchase 17 infantry and just keep this massive human wave going. Okay, so I'm going to send infantry into Picardy, and we're going to send everybody but one guy up into Belgium. And that's because, you know, these two are basically dead zoned, right? So if he moves in and enforce, well, he would essentially have to move in and enforce to take and hold something. Okay, we do this. We move this transport, load 2, super shuck them forward. Moves. Oh, wait, yes, the assets that went into the Ruhr. The assets that went into the Ruhr were moved from the Ruhr. I think we wanted to move 2 from here into the Alsace. And that leaves it, I think that puts us at a 10% chance. What does the calc say? An infinite already, 2-3 attackers versus 2-3 defenders get knocked out. Attacker wins, what, 15? 19? Huh. 1 in 5, basically. We could put that at 0 if we added in one more. We might do that. Munich, we are going to put 3, because Munich is a 4-point objective. No brainer there. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with mines. Let's put one fellow in Kiel, and then let's move the rest into Hanover. Yeah. Okay. And let's run the calc on this, because I did it, but, you know, many days ago. It's just so hard to get through these turns with this guy. 21, I can't remember anything. 5 and 10. He's got 20 infantry, so what do you think it is? Okay. I think it's 98%, 99%. Oh, it's 100%. Wow, it's 99.5 or better. So maybe we can spare, and we could spare one man and drop him into Alsace just to shut that possibility down. I don't want to see that drop below 100 though. Okay, so just doing some calculations. Yeah, and then we'll have a sweet spot on Picardy. This shuts the British out. Right, the fleet is actually protecting Kiel and Holland. The army is protecting Belgium. The UK would have to deposit its troops in Picardy. So I guess there's 2 things I expect. One, I don't know. This guy, he's kind of wily. Doesn't do. I can't draw a bead on him. You know, I usually get pretty good at predictive analysis after I've played somebody enough times. I suspect this fellow will either stack Picardy, which would be the conservative play to fend off this menacing German army, or he'll plunge into Switzerland. Switzerland is a great place to affect the board from with a big army, especially in this position. Me trying to drive into Rome, that would force me to pull back. It would 100% force me to pull back into Venice. So Yeah, it's not clear, but I suspect he'll move Picardy, which is fine. I'm good with that. All right, so one last adjustment, and then we'll get on with it. Hanover to Ruhr. Whoops. Silly. It was Ruhr to Belgium. Add in a third, just so he doesn't get any ideas. Board control, board control, board control. Okay, now let's mop this up, and let's collect some. We gotta make good the losses that force inflicted on us on its turn. So, come on, yes, got him. And what do we get? He rolled +3. God, he rolled +4 with the Italians and +3 here. Bloody hell! And he had such a great attack. Well, huh? Damn. Okay. Anyway, it's gone. The British are out of the picture, at least momentarily. Let's see, 10 is 48, so he has us by infantry, but we have him by armor and artillery and air, of course, so our supply train is certainly thickening. So that's it. Drop these pieces in. And that's it. So I'll post this, and then God knows how long it'll be before we see the next turn, but we look good. It looks like we're going to hold Constantinople for the time being. I project for at least the next 2 to 3 turns. Some battles to do out here, but I feel like the momentum is on the side of the CP. But he does have one large army left. We've broke the back of the Italians, the Americans. It's difficult to get them spun up to strength. The British have been booted. It's just the French menace. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. All the best. Bye-bye.